So a question I got was on how much money in cash should you bring on your cruise for things like tipping or buying coffees on the ship or things like that and shore excursions. It really goes by how comfortable you are and what you've kind of paid for in advance. So if you've already paid for your shore excursions, you've already, you prepaid your gratuities. Other than that, everything on board is a cashless system. So you put your credit card down and the bill automatically goes on that while you're on the cruise. They don't handle cash while you're on the cruise. So generally I take about $300 American with me when I go on a cruise, when any cruise over 5 days length. And to me, it doesn't matter if it's more than 5 days or 14 days. I usually take around $300, and I'll take 220s and I'll take 105s. The fives I use to tip the porters who are taking my luggage and taxi drivers and things like that. The odd time I'll tip a bartender if I'm having a particular good conversation and having a good time with them, things like that. Other than that, the money is used for basically onshore if I need anything, but all the ports take your cards, take credit cards. For that, I don't use my regular credit card. What I do is I have a prepaid card that I put a few $100s on, and when I go on shore excursions, I use my prepaid credit card. That way, if it gets hacked or broken into or I lose it, I'm not giving them access to my main credit card. I'm only giving them access to whatever is on that card. So it's only a few $100s. It's not a big deal to worry about compared to having somebody have access to my main credit card. So that's how I do cash. The reason I carry a little bit more cash is usually I will tip my stateroom attendant if they've, done anything above and beyond, if they've maintained my stateroom that I really like it. Other than that, if they do just a bare bone job, I don't necessarily tip because they're getting gratuities anyway from my cruise. I paid $300 and some on my cruise for gratuities for my thing. So yeah, in order for me to leave them another $100 or so, I want to make sure that my stateroom is very, very clean and very, very, very well looked after, and they're not intrusive to me while I'm on there. That's very important to me. When I'm deciding to nap in the afternoon, I don't want people knocking on my door. I want them to know, yeah, he normally naps in the afternoon because he's up late filming and stuff like that. So if they're doing that kind of stuff, that's when I leave another tip. So yeah, you don't really need to carry too much money with you at any time. And remember my other tip. If you do decide that you need more cash when you're on the ship, don't go and use the ATM, because no matter how much you take out, it can cost you like $20. So $100 taking it out of an ATM on the cruise ship can cost you $20. That's 20% interest on that $100. What I do is I go to the casino, I'll buy a couple $100 worth of chips, and then I'll go out and I will maybe play a couple games, or I'll just hang out a little bit. I'll go back to the desk to cash in, give them my chips, and they give me cash back, and it's at a rate of around 3%. So a 17% savings, and if you're getting more than $100, or you do it more than once or twice on a ship, that's paying for quite a few specialty restaurant dinners if you do that like 3 times on a cruise ship. So I hope that answers your question, and I hope the tip helps. And if it did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like more tip videos like this, please hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.